Hello, welcome to another Dominion 6 Mod Nation showcase. This time I will take a look at Middle Age Bracada Magic Towers. This nation is based on the Tower faction from Heroes of Might and Magic 3. That's a good one. This nation saw some multiplayer play in Dominions 5 and even won one of the games. It was nerfed after that, using the feedback from the player, and now it's still good, I think. So first let's take a look at the units. First up we have the gremlin. They are weak, they're size 2, they're small, they're your chaff. They have a ball and chain, which is a flail type weapon, and a sling. Leather armor, basically nothing. They have snow move, they are stealthy, stealthier than normal, by the way. They have mountain survival, and they are slaves. Next up we have the Gremlin Guard, who have better skill, but they do not have slings. Instead, they get a shield and an iron cap. Gremlin Saboteurs. They are your ranged combatants. In addition to a siege bonus too, they have a fire sling. It's not an area attack, but it still deals magical fire damage, which is pretty damn good, especially since they are quite cheap and you can mass them. And they have iron caps. Then we have the Stone Gargoyle, who only has one attack, but it is very tough, or it costs 30 resources. That's quite a lot. Has a natural protection 10, but it also has slash resistance and pierce resistance. Poison immunity, magic being, inanimate, need not eat, flying, and never heals. You should keep in mind that there aren't any... you do have flying commanders, but they cannot lead that many troops. If they are magic beings, and the genies can lead 30 and 70. Well, that's actually a decent amount. Then we have three very similar units. The Warrior of Fire, who is a human with some quite poor armor, fire resistance and Sword of Fire. They cost a lot, however. That's a 12 armor piercing damage on the fire sword. Warrior of Frost, who has cold resistance and a Sword of Frost. And Warrior of Lightning, who has a lightning sword with armor negating damage, but only 4, not 12. They all cost a lot, they do not have good armor, but they hit hard, and they can cover a wide variety of damage types. Then we have the Naga, who are size 5 beings, who cost a lot, 90 gold, 34 resources, 50 recruitment points, but they have 4 attacks each, and you can have 2 in a square. They have a mild poison resistance, they are cold-blooded magic beings with mountain survival and ambidextrous 8, and they have decent armor. They are good, but expensive. Next up we have the Mystic Knight, who is a recruit anywhere sacred. He has a magic greatsword that can stop the dead. It deals paralyzation damage against the undead beings. Because if you remember the lore, the Necromancer faction is actually a branch of the Tower faction. So they are at war with one another. So Mystic Knights, they are experts at putting down the dead to rest. They have elemental resistances and magic power 1 and decent armor at at last. They still are quite pricey. Then we have our sacred that can only be recruited in the capital. By the way, the capital gives us 2 air gems, 1 earth gem and 2 pearls. The giant. It's a true giant with size 9. It costs a whopping 85 gold, 50 recruitment points, has cold resistance, snow move and mountain survival. They do not have any armor, but they do have some natural protection, and they have helmets. Better than nothing. They have 2 attacks. They can throw boulders, and they have the Titan Sword that deals magic damage and in addition deals armor negating shock. 8 damage, not 4 like the Warrior of Lightning. So they are, I guess, pretty good. But you would do better to buff them up or bless them. The commanders. Master Gremlin. A scout is a throwing ball and chain. That's a single attack. Well, nothing to write home about. Gremlin Taskmaster, who has a Taskmaster ability, so he is better at leading the gremlins. The Naga Queen is a much better leader. She can lead 100 normal troops and 100 magic troops, and has 4 falchions and a crown and decent armor. The Eldritch Knight is a priest, just basically the Mystic Knight, but a commander version with 1 holy level. Apprentice Mage is your basic mage. Guaranteed Astral 1, a guaranteed random of elemental magic or astral, and a relatively rare elemental random. And he is an adept researcher. Journeyman Mage is a better adept researcher, also has only 1 starting astral, but has 2 guaranteed astral or elemental randoms and 1 quite rare one. Next up we have the Genie, who is a flying air 2 commander with a guaranteed air, water or astral random. So you can get a flying air 3 mage, which is pretty damn good. They are shock resistant, they are magic beings, flying, they have overcharge 20, and they have storm immunity. The Master Genies get 2 guaranteed randoms, but the second one does not include air, so you will not be able to get air 4 mages, but you may be able to get air 3 astral 1 or air 3 water 1. And they lead 70 magic troops. That's very useful if you want to attack with gargoyles. Then we have a capital only mage, not slow to recruit mage. And he's called just like that, Mage. Guaranteed Astral 2, a guaranteed Elemental or Astral random, a guaranteed Elemental random, and a rare Elemental random. So they are quite random as you can see, but they still are quite powerful. And they have Adept Researcher 3. And finally we have the slow to recruit capital only mage, the Titan. They cost a lot, almost 500 gold. They have the Titan sword, same as the giant. They can throw lightning, 3 of them, that's an area lightning. And they have armor, a plate cuirass. They have guaranteed air 3 magic, a guaranteed fire, air or water random, and a rare fire, water or random magic path. They are very strong and I'm sure you can make thugs out of them. Very, very sure. So now let's load the showcase version and I'll show you the summons and the heroes. First of all, we have Living Obsidian Gargoyles. It's an enchantment 3 spell that requires Earth 1, Astral 2, and for 9 gems you get 6 plus Obsidian Gargoyles. Obsidian Gargoyles have 2 attacks, not 1 like the Stone Gargoyle. They have Obsidian Claws that deal armor piercing, slashing magic damage. They are very strong. However, they do not have slash resistance because obsidian is very brittle and their protection is lower. Then at Construction 2 we have Construct Stone Golems, an Earth 1 Astral 1 spell. For 8 gems you get 7 plus Stone Golems. They have Golem Fists, that's 2 attacks. You probably remember in Heroes of Magic 3 they did a 1-2 punch. There are 4 amphibians, slash resistant, pierce resistant, poison resistant, magic beings, inanimate, need not eat, mindless, never heals, and blind. So they are tough, slow, and not very good to be honest. On Construction 3 we have Construct Iron Golems, another Earth 1 Astral 1 spell. For 10 gems you get 7 plus Iron Golems. They are stronger, more durable, but they have shock susceptibility. Also on Construction 3 we get Brass Golems. That's a Fire 1 Astral 2 spell. For 10 gems you get 7 plus Brass Golems. They have access. They do not use their fists. They have fire resistance, but they also have shock susceptibility. And I believe they blow up. No, they do not. Then on Construction 4 we get Construct Bronze Golems. That's a Fire 1 Astral 2 spell. For 12 gems you get 7 plus Bronze Golems. They also wield axes and they do explode upon death. They also are fire resistant and susceptible to shock, and they are even stronger. And as you can see, all the golems have very high magic resistance. 15 for stone, 17 for all the other ones. On Construction 5 we get Construct Gold Golems spell. That's a Fire 1 Astral 3 spell. For 13 gems you get 7 plus Gold Golems. These golems do not use axes, they have magic golem fists. So they are actually enchanted and still do attacks. They have acid resistance. That's something new in this game that wasn't here in Dominions 5, and they also explode upon death. On Construction 6 we finally get the ultimate golem, the Diamond Golems. That's an Air 1 Astral 3 spell. For 15 gems you get 7 plus Diamond Golems with magic resistance 18. They are resistant to basically everything, including acid. Acid resistance 25. And I guess you should use crushing weapons to deal with them. They are very strong. At size 4 they have strength 20 and they deal 28 magic crushing damage, 2 attacks each. And they have 25 protection. That's very good. On Conjuration 3 we have the Summon Light Elemental spell. That's a battle spell, that's not a ritual. For 1 gem, an Astral 1 Fire 1 mage can summon a Light Elemental. This one has a Flame Strike, that's an area effect, melee attack. It deals fire magic damage. The light elementals are amphibious, they are resistant to fire, poison, they are magic beings, they do not eat. They have heat. a hit aura, they are ethereal, mindless, they have fire shields. By the way, in the latest patch, fire shield now procs even on misses, not only on the successful hits. They are blind, they have negative dark power, and they explode upon death. If you played Might and Magic 7 or 8, you know how annoying these things are. Also, there is an ability that does not have an icon. They have the eye loss ability, so if anyone attacks them, they may become blind. Next up on Construction 6, we have Construct Crystal Dragon. This is a Astral 4 Earth 2 spell. For 25 gems you get a Crystal Dragon. That's a size 10 dragon with 200 hit points, 25 protection. They are very strong. They are poor amphibians. They have fear, fire resistance, poison resistance, acid resistance, all the other stuff, and they generate one astral per turn if they become commanders, so you can Gift of Reason them. They have two attacks, a bite and a tail sweep. That's an area effect attack. However, they are not magical attacks, so be wary. Finally, on Conjuration 5 we have Summon Genie Sultan. For that's an Air 2 Astral 2 spell. For 25 gems you summon a Genie Sultan. That's a commander. Shock resistance, magic being, flying, overcharge, and I messed up because it is supposed to be a commander. Give me a second. Alright, I'm back now, everything has been sorted out. So the Genie Sultan is a Air 2 mage with a 100% chance to get 2 levels of air, water or astral, and another 100% chance to get 2 levels of fire or earth. So they are very strong mages. They also have armor, a plate cuirass. Then we have the heroes. First up we have the defective golem. That's basically an NPC from Might and Magic 7. That's just a golem version of a commander that has a broadsword and a berserker because it's defective. That's a meme hero. Then we have a multi-hero. Wait, no, that's not a multi-hero, that's a normal hero, a Gremlin King. You can see that he's purple and has a retinue of 4d6 Gremlin guards. Gattelwaith, the Gremlin King, is actually an NPC from Might and Magic 5. So that's a little bit canon breaking because Bracada is on a completely different planet. But who cares? So the Gremlin King, he has a level of astral magic and a retinue of guards and Taskmaster 3. Then we have Gavin Magnus, the Immortal King, who is a very strong mage. He doesn't have any special abilities, aside from being very old. He has Fire 2, Air 2, Water 2, Earth 2, Astral 3. This is a late hero, so he will appear, I think, only after turn 15. After that we have, who's this? Solmir, your favorite hero, who is just a genie with Air 3, Astral 3. Then we have Aine, or Aine, I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. She is a genie with Air 2, Water 2, and Gold Maker. 75 gold per turn. That's nice. That's Drakon, the Dragon Slayer, another hero from Bracada campaign. He has a magical staff, a fire 1, air 1, water 2, earth 2, and astral 4. He is old, very old, and I probably should increase his age because that's way too much. I always think that's a bug, so I'll fix it. He has all the elemental resistances because he is a dragon slayer, and he has inspirational. And I think that's it. So they do not have any non-summon national spells, so I do not have anything else to show off. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time when we'll check out another Heroes of Might and Magic Nation, the Inferno. Wait, no, I forgot to show you the pretenders. There are quite a lot of them. So from top to bottom, first up we have the Colossus in Dominion 4 for a whopping 300 points. This is a moving pretender, it's not an immobile. It has some item slots but no hand slots. As you can see, only head, body, feet, and 2 miscellaneous slots. Fire 1, Air 1, Earth 1. All resistances you can imagine. Inept Smith, Innate Spellcaster, and 4 attacks. 2 Crushing Hands, 1 Stomp, and 1 Area Effect Sweep. And a new magic path cost of 40. That's the normal one. That's very expensive, but that's very strong. Then we have the Supreme Titan, who has Air 1, Earth 1, Astral 1, or 1, Spirit Side, and he reduces unrest. He uses a Golden Spear and a Touch of Death that just can basically kill most living beings. He 40 armor negating damage that doesn't affect inanimate or undead. And lots of armor. The Blood Titan has Air 1 Blood 2 Regeneration, produces 3 Blood Slaves per turn, a Spirit Sight and Mountain Survival. Has a normal Titan sword and some armor, no shield. The Noble Titan has a spear, a shield, armor, a Fire 2 Astral 1 or 3, Fire Shield, Spirit Sight, Inspirational 2, and he spreads order. A Storm Titan has a Titan Sword, a lightning attack, like the normal Titan, only the helmet, no armor or shield, Air 2, Astral 1, Shock Resistance, no move, Air Shield 80, Mountain Survival, Spirit Sight, Storm Power 4, and Storm Immunity. Lord of Thunder has Air 3, and well, not much else to be honest. Okay, who's next? Naga Empress is a size 7 Naga with 2d6 Nagas as a retinue, 3 magic sword attacks, Sword of Fire, Frost and Lightning, some armor, air 1, fire 1, water 1, all 1, poison resistance, and all the Naga traits. And a lot of item slots, as you can see. The Diamond Gargoyle has Air 2, all the resistances you can imagine aside from cutting and blunt resistance, and 3 attacks, 2 Diamond Claws that deal magic damage and paralyze, and a Diamond Tail that deals magic armor piercing damage. You probably remember that the Diamond Gargoyles in Might and Magic 6 and 7, they used to paralyze you. And they have a retinue of 3d6 obsidian gargoyles. Then we have a bunch of genies. Jin Sultan has a Thunder Fist, Air 1, Astral 2, Ethereal, Magic Being, Shock Resistance, Flying, Invisible, Spirit Side, Air Shield 80 and Storm Immunity. Jin Vizier has Air 1, Glamour 1, that's not a bug. Shock Resistance, Magic Beam, Ethereal, Flying, Air Shield 80, Spirit Side, Storm Immunity, not invisible. And Grandmaster Genie, who has Air 2, Area Lightning Attack, a Thunder Fist, a retinue of 1d6 air elementals of unknown size, they are small probably. And this genie is not ethereal and has a new magic path cost of only 20. These genies have 30. So now that's it. Thank you for watching, I'll see you in the Inferno video.